Now that would have done numbers if that had gone out, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Willy T is looking svelte.
Oh,
He's
we
looking
started?
fine. Yeah, but just now, don't worry. What you said 30 seconds ago will not be on the podcast.
Thank God.
Tell it again. I want to say something. Willy T put up some progress pictures.
Do you know what? I'm annoyed at myself for doing that because I told myself I wouldn't do that. I said I'll keep it to myself, and then I took one and was like, all right.
Felt cute, might delete.
Yeah.
Now, you look brilliant.
Thank you. It's entirely cheating, but
No.
I don't care.
Listen, I know you don't like compliments, but you look like a wee cutie. You look jacked.
Thank you.
You look ripped. You look muscular.
Thank
Dan
you.
said he was at the gym with you the other day. Said you were lifting everything.
Oh, me and Dan went to the gym yesterday, and Dan got to witness me have a breakdown because I hadn't lifted in like 2 weeks. And do you know that when you don't do exercise and then you try to go back to the level you were at, I could only bench 60, and I near had a fucking breakdown.
You have gone from unassuming guy who can't take a compliment, just doing his best, to fuck man, I'm only doing 5Ks in 12 minutes here. Fuck's sake. I may take a handbrake off next time. What, I'd have a trailer attached? I just done the marathon there. 40 minutes, is that good? Is that good? It's probably not good. I'm just benching 60 here, boys.
We're in the humble brag Thompson era, and he's insufferable.
Yeah, he is.
People online thought I was annoying before. Try me with self-esteem. I'm fucking unbearable.
Yeah, I want to get that out of you now.
Yeah.
Because I liked it a minute ago when you had it. Now I've decided I don't like it when you have self-esteem. But yeah, people are saying if it's not nailed down, you'll lift it
100%.
in the gym. Like,
Absolutely. I'm just benching everything.
do you
Benching
make wee
Decker.
noises? Like, do you do wee when you're lifting? Will you let out a?
No, I don't even breathe. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's like, your breath works, but nah.
You don't breathe at all. Yeah, you do that. You do that.
Just thinking about everyone who's nasty to me in my life. Just
that's definitely also your sex face too.
no, that's this.
No, it's this. Keep it up, brother.
It's actually this. Which one am I looking at here?
Boys, just want to say, appreciate the shift here.
Good game. Good game. When Sarge, my arms are dead. I'm like, it matters.
It's like you've just played five-a-side with a bunch of guys you've never met. Well done, mate. That was smashing. Like some finishing there. Well done, mate. Appreciate it.
You have some first touch on you, bro. Good lad.
Same time next week. But hey, £2 each. £2.
Yeah, with no bibs, so it's shirts and skins, right? No plasters.
Does well. Kieran, does
Good to see him.
Does Willy T feel good at the minute?
Yeah.
Does he feel good? Because you put a progress picture up, it takes, there's going to be a bit of abuse that comes with and all that kind of thing. But you're looking great.
I will admit that it's so wanky to do. I promised myself I wouldn't do it. It's so
but
wanky.
It isn't.
Let's not pretend it's for
But you're still
anyone
that
else
height too,
other
though.
than me. Yeah.
So it's not that wanky. Because you're 5'1".
Well, it'd be weird if the progress picture was me at like 4'10", and then the next one I'm like 5'5".
Right. We need to tell everyone. Sippers, let me take a quick minute to tell you that this episode of the Tea With Me podcast is sponsored by none other than that prize guy. I'm talking about Ireland's largest prize site. If you're putting a face filter on me or whatever. Prize guy is taking over the game. You watch any like boxing, MMA match, the big ones happening all over the world at the minute, in Saudi or Dubai or the UK or Ireland. Prize guy's all over it. He is absolutely taken over Ireland's biggest prize site, and nothing's coming close. He's given away 125 million quid, and I'm talking huge prizes like millionaires that they make, right down to things that they don't release that many tickets for, and they're like a couple of pence. Like I could go on right now, and he's probably giving away. He's like, there's an air fryer for 4p if you want it.
He's giving away 2 Lamborghinis for 99p a ticket.
2 Lamborghinis for 99p a ticket. This is real life. They've made 9 millionaires now. There was one made just recently.
Yeah, about 10 days ago.
Yeah, and if you go on thatprizeguide.co.uk, you can see a list of what's going on. But you'll have seen the logo everywhere, all over the world.
Also sponsoring the charity football match.
And Paul's very kindly, That Prize Guide, very kindly sponsoring the Tea With Me FC versus Premier League Legends football match at Seaview the day after the live podcast, which in association with Tammy Charity, which is going to be great. Thatprizeguide.co.uk, the link is in the description. Also need to very quickly plug Patreon. That's where you got to go, patreon.com/TeamWePodcast. Link also in the description. Loads of specials up there. Our 2 live nights at the Waterfront Hall are up there. You get the you get the bonus podcast that goes out every week. The live stream episode goes out every week. We're about to film a load of stuff. It's all there. Patreon.com/TeamWePodcast. Me and Willy ages ago, I don't know how it started, but I told Butler and a couple other people that Willy was gonna get like taller. Like you were gonna get surgery to have your legs extended. And we started telling our comedian friends. Yeah. And I was telling them, and I was like, don't be mentioning it to Willy unless he brings it up to you. But like, and Dave and all was like, fuck off. And I was like, mate, do not bring it up to him because he's got his heart set on this. And he's having to, you get your legs broken like every couple of months, and they basically extend it. And I remember saying to Butler, I was like, he's going to like 6'2". And Butler's like, if you do that, you're only supposed to add a couple of inches. Butler knows
Butler, by the way, has looked into it.
Any procedure you mention, Butler will have a discount code for you. All the background knowledge, the side effects, and all that.
You'd be like, he's going to Saigon for it. He's like, no, that's the wrong. No, you need to go to Ethiopia. That's where the best doctor is.
You go to Dr. Juan in Ethiopia. He's the guy. That's the boy. Yeah. Dr. Juan.
But I love how Butler had knew more. We said it as a joke. We didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
And then Butler was like, nah, that's the wrong way to do it.
So I said I was telling people, I was like, he's going 6'2". Like, Willy's going to be 6'2".
Yeah.
And they were like, but he'll be all legs. And I was like, it's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Have we ever told them that's not happening?
I don't know, because I never let on that I knew that they knew.
I think now would be a good time to start pushing it out again.
I think now would be a good time to just get the surgery. Let's do it. Patreon.
Yeah, special. I love that you're like, nah, the only thing we can do now is get it done for a laugh for the boys.
For banter, 6'2",
really. But you'd have such a small torso and big long legs.
I'm all torso.
Oh!
Do you know what I mean? I'm built like a Goomba in Mario. I'm just all torso with feet on it.
So you think if people saw you... Is this a weird analogy? Say you were up to... People can only see you from the waist up. Like, say you were in a bath. Say you're in the bath.
Oh, Willy's just out of surgery. Do you want to go see him in the bath? You're right when you said that's a weird analogy.
No. Say you're in a bath.
Say swimming.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's so much more normal than people seeing me in the bath.
There's no signs for the length of the pool, the height of the pool, the depth of the pool.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up.
You alright? Tired today, mate?
And people see you. What height do you think they would think you were just based on seeing you above the waist?
If they're just seeing me top half mermaid, right?
Yep.
They go that.
No, bottom half mermaid.
The bottom half mermaid is the
top half mermaid's just normal.
Yeah, so that's all they're seeing. That's all they're seeing of me.
Yeah.
Is top half mermaid. Right. They would probably assume I'm like, this guy's like 6 foot, and then they see my legs like there's no height.
Hold on. Yeah, I'd say 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, and then you see the bottom half, and you're
what
like,
height do you think I would be if you just see me above the waist?
Probably the same height.
Yeah,
Probably
you get matches. It's accurate.
5'9", same height as you are now. So I love when guys are 6 foot on the dot or in and around. Holy shit, they get so annoyed if you don't say 6 foot.
Do you know what's funny? Before we go into this, when Keezy and Mick were on the pod last week, and I said I'm done with the Ryan Reynolds beef, and Keezy, I don't know if you saw the clip, but Keezy's like, well, Keezy doesn't talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
And they were going back and forth about Deadpool and what superhero would I be, and I'm just sitting there. There was like quite a good few comments going like on TikTok being like, classic case of can give it but can't take it, and like people being like, oh, he's so annoyed. And there's nothing that I love more than replying to those comments and being like, yeah, I was pretty mad. You know, people just have no idea. But the only thing that would genuinely annoy me is if you were like, oh, Shane thought about 5'6".
Yeah. I always get told the opposite when I meet people in person. They're like, I always assumed you were like 6 foot.
No.
People who have only like seen me mermaid
I think, no, but...
And then they see me in person, they're like, you're fucking tiny.
But who's only seeing your mermaid up?
People who only watch clips. To them, they're only seeing Genie out of the lamp figure. Do you know what I mean? There's no legs to them. They're only seeing me like this.
Yes.
So I always get told, well, maybe not 6 foot, but they're like, they always thought I was taller than I was.
Yeah.
And then you had the same when you first met me?
Yeah, because when you started doing stand-up, I'd obviously never met you in person when you were putting out like video clips and stuff, and then your profile picture was you playing for Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
So I was threatened by that, because I go, he's obviously like an under-21 international. Yeah, but I hadn't seen you.
Yeah.
So I was like, as soon as I saw you, my fears were, I was fine.
Yeah.
But I was like, he's maybe an under-21 international here. This big strapping 6'4" guy.
You want to be the footballing guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the football comedy guy.
Yeah.
Football comedy barbecue. You know what I like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the idea that our friends think you're getting that surgery. Like, that is funny to me. And can I give you a compliment?
Yeah.
I like your hair at the minute. I like that shorter hair. I like
Dead
it.
close to getting it just shaved.
I think you should.
Just going full mental.
Huh?
Full shaved.
Yeah, but why do you have to go
Bremen, this
full
in
mental?
England.
No.
Yeah.
No, because
Full combo. And I'm going to start bringing an entourage to the podcast.
A what?
Just loads of skinheads. Entourage.
it took you ages to say that.
Because I forgot the
Like,
word.
it took you like 12 minutes to say that word.
Yeah, I forgot how to say it. But I'm going to start bringing skinheads and all. I'm just going to go full combo.
Yeah.
And you'd be so nice to them.
What do you mean?
Because you're just a polite man.
You think like a racist group
If
of
I
guys?
brought a racist group and they were in the room, like, they're not on camera.
Yeah.
Do you know when sometimes you bring some guests on and they just have 5 mates with them who just
Yeah,
want to see
John
the
too.
office? Yes, John.
yeah.
Yeah. John, love you.
Yeah. Man rolls deep.
Yeah, quite.
In all senses.
Just has full so solid crew with him every
Yeah.
time. You would do that if I brought racist skinheads in. You'd be like, right, lads, you just want biscuits or whatever. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I believe in treating people the same.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, which they don't, weirdly.
Yeah, that's true. Would you get the hair done today?
Nah.
No, so you're cool.
No, I'm not. I have a wedding come up, so I don't want to shave it off completely.
You're the groom?
I'm the bride.
And
we're allowed to do that these days.
No, I like I think a wee bit shorter than it is now, but I like that style. I think it suits you.
Yeah, do you know what it is?
You
I've
look
tried to
good.
fight the smick look for so long. I hate dressing like a smick and looking like it. It's just what my build is.
Right.
Even though I don't sound like it, I'm a smick at heart.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Like you cut open your heart and it's not blue, which is actually what a lot of people don't know that, but that's actually what colour blood is inside.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's red.
It's
Get me a knife.
No, yeah. Once it meets the atmosphere, it goes red. Blood is blue.
No.
Now this is a time where I'm going all in that I'm right.
Okay.
Blood is blue inside your body, and then when it leaves your body, it goes red.
I feel someone has told you that as a joke and not corrected you.
Boys, what I was saying here. Blue bloods, ever heard of it?
Yeah, that meant of pure of blood.
Because blood is pure when it's inside you.
No.
Blood's blue.
Blood
Right or
is
wrong?
always red, but the oxygenated blood before it picks up oxygen appears to be a darker, more maroon shade of red.
You're holding your hand out like he's proved you right.
Let me finish.
What are you doing?
Let me finish the sentence. The last two words, not blue.
This is how I know he doesn't listen, because you're like, blood is always red, and you went, thank you.
Dan, what website's that from?
Google.
It's the light through your skin makes it look blue.
Fake news. Shut up, Tony, also. It's maroon.
No. And even
Blood
then,
is
that's
maroon.
closer to red than blue. I want to know who told you that fact.
Adam Levine, he'd know.
For a fact, I thought you were going to say Lee Ryan.
No. The male Adele. Like,
I love Lee Ryan.
I've said before to the boys, one of the most gifted male vocalists of his generation.
Absolutely.
But just couldn't sort his bonds out, like.
Kept shaving the head, then locks. He's worse than me.
Yeah.
He's worse. Simon Webb, consistent. Shaved head the whole time.
Duncan James is a snack.
Duncan James is good. Duncan James is...
Here. You and Duncan James on a night out. You're in the Holy Lands at a house party. It's like 3 a.m. No one else in the kitchen bar, you and him. And he just turns around to you and he goes, What's happening here?
3 a.m. in the house party?
Yeah.
Could be in the fucking vegetable aisle in Asda.
What do you mean?
And he's like, oh, what's happening here? And I'm like, telling you what's happening here. I'm dunking into you. All right, you're fucking telling me, bro.
No breathing easy.
Yeah. 100% Duncan James.
Yeah.
Duncan James is...
You banged Duncan James out in an Asda.
Oh, absolutely. Slip
prefer
into
like
like
an
a pound
M&S?
into a trolley, my friend. Because Duncan James is... Do you know when you go out with like your girlfriend and her friends, and some of their other boys
Listen
come
to
with
Willy
them?
as well. Drops a bit of weight. You know when you're out with a harem? You know when you're out with your girlfriends?
No, but you know, mate, like, crazy
Yes.
to assume people have had girlfriends in this room, right?
Yes. Well,
Married man.
yeah.
But, you know, when you're out with your girlfriends and her friends, and then they'll bring their boyfriends too. He's the one that you go, I'm threatened by you.
Right.
You're fucking
Because
beautiful.
also, I think Duncan James might be bi.
No.
No?
Is he?
Well, he initially said that, but that might have just been a gateway.
Just that he did one song with Elton John. He's like, I'm bi, by the way.
Yeah.
Duncan James came out as bisexual in 2009 and later as gay in 2014.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in?
Yeah.
One for the
But that's
money
what I mean.
and the free rides? Let's go.
I mean, he's a threat to everybody on that night out.
Oh, 100%.
Because he could pull the girlfriend or the boyfriend. Because
Yep.
if he wants to, he will. It's
He's
Duncan
the gay
James,
lad
like.
that girls will snog just for banter.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking great news. What about Anthony Costa? Is he still out looking like a fucking holiday rep?
Now, careful, because that's someone... You're not a...
No, I'm not slagging him.
No, but what I'm saying is you're not a million miles away from an Anthony Costa vibe yourself.
Anthony Costa kind of looks...
You're with Anthony Nero.
Well, how can I just... He looks corporate handsome.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Does he look like the guy in an
Whereas
office?
Duncan
if
James
they
is
were-
rugged handsome.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, does Anthony Costa look like a guy if he worked in a generic 9-to-5 office and they were doing like a photo shoot for the website of the company? They would probably go to him and go, "Will you be in this?"
Yes.
100% no.
That's what he looks like.
Let's talk about. I want you to mention some guys, and people can just throw out guys, celebrity guys, well-known guys, and I will tell you whether, because I can look at a guy and go, "That's a beautiful man right there. That's a hot man." So give me people, and I'll tell you men, and I'll tell you whether I think they're hot or not. And this is a new feature: hot or
Hot
not.
or not. Gordon Ramsay. And we're taking everything into account, not just how he looks.
I've got to say hot
Yeah.
because of the confidence he has in himself.
Yep. Used to play for Rangers, according to him. So he's an athletic.
Yeah, but no, I just mean the way he walks into a room. I go, hot man.
Yeah.
Hot, so hot,
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying
walks
hot.
in, he's shouting at everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hot.
Hot. Stephen Mulhorn.
Who?
Stephen Mulhorn?
Two different guys you just mentioned. Stephen Mulhorn. Stephen Mulhorn is right. He gets a lot of criticism, and I don't want to kind of jump on board with that. But absolutely, for me, absolutely not hot at all.
No.
Far too manicured and polished, and you want to talk about a corporate guy? That's a corporate guy right there.
I feel
Nothing
the
about
game
that man
shows
is
he
hot.
hosts,
I think he'd have
you
an
would
action
host.
man nub.
Yeah, I feel like game shows he hosts, you would host. Do you know what I mean? Like Bradley Walsh can't do it. Vernon Kay's busy. Stephen
Yeah.
Mulhern.
We need a musical guest. Anthony Costa can't do it.
Yeah.
So it's me and you.
Yeah, mate, yeah. 100%.
Sippers, let me tell you that this episode of the Tea With Me podcast, it's a wee bit giddy in here. It's sponsored by none other than our friends at NordVPN. VPN means a virtual private network, and Nord are top of the pops when it comes to that. I just did my tour in America and Canada. When I was out there, I wanted to watch 2 football matches. One was on BBC iPlayer, one was on ITV Player. Because I have NordVPN on my phone, I was able to switch my virtual location, and I was allowed to watch stuff from the UK on my phone, which was absolutely brilliant. I watched an Irish League match, and I watched the League Cup final, Carabao Cup final.
Yeah.
As well, when I was there. One NordVPN account could cover 10 devices, so you can do that with people you love or people you don't. You want to get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, you can go to nordvpn.com/teawithme. The link gives you 4 extra months on a 2-year plan, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the description. You said I'm Mulhern from
I
Wish?
could see you hosting a 2 o'clock ITV game show. Do you know what I mean? And with an overly complicated premise.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you get a question right, you step onto the board. If you're onto the board, you get to spin the wheel. You get to spin the wheel, then you get another question, see if you win money.
Yeah.
I could see you hosting that.
Yeah.
I could see you'd be a great game show host.
I think I could be if I wanted to, but I wouldn't want to.
No, you wouldn't. ITV come to you.
Right.
They're like Bradley Walsh.
No. Right, mate.
Has been caught.
Role play.
Okay, right. So we're in the ITV commission room, right? They've brought you in. You don't know what for. And they go, listen, we're getting rid of.
Have you paid my travel?
Yep, paid your travel.
Right. But but you can't tell me why I'm here.
Can't tell you why you're here. Right, it's top secret. We're getting rid of Bradley Walsh. We've heard some rumours about him that we don't like.
What did you hear?
Apparently he goes into Tesco.
Yeah. Gets it. Snugs Duncan James.
gets the meat from the meat aisle, licks it, puts it back. Right, we'll find this out about him. We don't like him.
Knowing me, I don't really see anything wrong with it.
I know you wouldn't. Yeah. Right, so you have to keep that under your hat already.
Okay.
So he goes in, he's snogging steaks and putting them back. Right, he's a wee steak snogger. So we're getting rid of him because that's front page of the Sun tomorrow.
Yeah.
We need a new guy to front the chase.
Right.
You interested?
I'm not interested, but what does it look like commitment wise? How much of my year is that going to take up? I'm not moving over here to do it.
You're not moving because here's the thing,
Can
right?
you shoot in Belfast?
So no,
Tell you, some people can. That won't be a problem.
So that is, if you were being asked to host the chase, that would be something they'd ask you. They'd say you can stay where you are, and we'll pay you in Northern Ireland wage. But if you want to take a wee step closer to us, there's an extra 20 grand in the pot.
Right.
That's a phenomenal chase joke that no one got, but suck my dick.
Right.
Would you do it?
How much?
120 grand a year.
Right. How long of the year do you need me?
We film for 3 months out of the year. It's continuous.
No.
No. You wouldn't do it.
You could quadruple your offer. No.
You wouldn't host the chase for £500,000.
So would I see hosting the chase as a great opportunity and actually fun and something I'd enjoy? Probably. But you're talking about a quarter of the year that I'm gonna have to be away from my boys and not in their lives.
Bonus. It's great. Right, that was done for 10 years for fuck all.
Maybe he's playing a game show. Yeah. Stay out of Willy's life.
My dad's hosting Wheel of Fortune in Taiwan. And the difference is someone's just strapped to it.
No, I'm not missing a quarter of the year of my boy's life. No, not at all.
You can come over too. Bring the lads over. No. Weekends with daddy.
No. Thanks. No. Not at this point. Not at this point. I've never enjoyed more what I'm doing.
Yep.
So and there's exciting things happening.
Okay.
Didn't we have a meeting yesterday?
We did have a meeting yesterday.
And was it exciting?
It was. It was very exciting.
I'd rather do that than host the chase.
Okay.
At the minute.
Right.
Because
What
also...
if they're like, we'll have a new chaser coming in?
Who is it? Duncan James.
Who? It's not Duncan James.
Who is it?
It's Twanky. Kieran Bartlett's the new chaser. Would you do it then? You get to hang out with your friends all the time.
But that doesn't... That I can't pick hanging out with him over neglecting my kids. I was not neglecting to go away for work.
Yeah.
But if it's a choice I have of doing work here for
You're
less,
turning an offer to host the chase into just Eminem's Mockingbird here. yeah. Daddy had to work. Your mama didn't see me. Then you started seeing Daddy on the TV. And it's you being like, on the capital of France is...
F. I am... No, thanks.
No.
Down the line, it might be something I'd love to do. I also look at
you
something
walk away
like,
from this table, you're dead to ITV. You say
Oh,
goodbye.
no.
You'll never be on The Masked Singer. Dancing on Ice. Goodbye.
No, I don't want to do that.
Soccer Aid. You never do Soccer Aid.
I can't now say I want to do it because that then if my boys grow up and watch this, they'll go, "Oh, Daddy wants to play football with Roberto Carlos over watch us grow up." And you know what? Sometimes the truth hurts. Okay.
Yeah, Daddy left us to go play football with fucking Emil Heskey and Jimmy Theakston.
I'd love that. It's Daddy, Ronaldinho, and Johnny Vaughan. Daddy's new friends, the man from the Go Compare ads and Kaka. Daddy's playing centre midfield with Stephen Mulhorn. Oh, boys.
Daddy's hit the 50-50 on Frank Skinner. Do you know what? That's someone I've met. Lovely man.
Was he?
Yeah. Weirdly, very small.
Really?
Little bit taller than me. Like, freaked me out.
Well,
Not
I
that
thought
tall.
that at all.
I know.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Frank Skinner growing up.
Yep, Skinner and Badil.
Yeah.
Kind of the OG podcast where they just sit on the sofa.
Well, that was World Cup, or not the World Cup, Euro 96.
Yeah.
Which was the first tournament I remember World Cup 94 being on, but I never sat down and watched any of it.
Yeah.
But I remember Euro 96. I remember the build up to it. I remember watching all the games on TV. 3 Lines on a Shirt was the big song of that summer. You gotta hand it to them, but you gotta hand it to them. That's a tune.
Yeah.
And then every night they had that show. What was it called? Was it Fantasy?
Fantasy Football was one that was on before like Euro 96. It was on all the time, I think.
Oh, so what was our Euro 96 show called? You don't remember? But it was every night, I think, of the tournament they would do. And then they went after Jason Lee. Do you remember? Nottingham Forest striker. Played for England.
That was fantasy football.
I'm not even being a dick. I was not born. So I don't remember this.
Why are you being rude?
Not being rude.
By not remembering it?
No. Just on account of me not existing. Don't remember it.
They used to roast this guy who played for Nottingham Forest. He was called Jason Lee. And he had dreads kind of tied up. And they used to call him Pineapple Head.
Right.
They had a song.
There was a Pineapple Head song and stuff. And he was a bit like Craig David was with Bo Selecta.
Where he's like, no, I'm fine with it.
It properly fucked them for a long time. But I think they've since apologised.
Well, it was it's proper blackface, not Badil.
Yeah, but is that where that's from?
Yeah.
Really?
Badil dressed up as him and all, and I think there's a point where Skinner walks behind him and takes a drink out of one of the dreadlocks, and he's got a pineapple on his head. And
I don't feel that's as bad as full blackface.
No, but he did both.
Oh shit! So he went up to David Badil, who was, oh my god, that's
BFDB, blackface David Badil.
I mean, kind of weird too, because Badil gets on people's cases for anti-Semitism in comedy, and you're like, oh, you kind of did full racism. Oh,
you did a burp.
I was nearly sick.
Yeah, you were.
At how bad that made. Oh, I was nearly sick. At racism.
Is that a wee Manjaro
burp?
or
Yeah, I just went up the mountain,
Manjaro
came back down.
or Manjaro?
Manjaro.
Right.
It was a wee.
Is that still giving you those wee burps?
Yeah, I'm going down in doses. What I'm on right now is fucking way too strong. It's fucking me up, bro.
Do you sort of pick the dosage?
You kind of
Like
go
a
up.
Educated guess sort
You're
of thing?
meant to go up on how you feel. So if you start to feel it get less effective, you go up. And I've been kind of doing 2 months on each dose. And then this one, I went up too early. It's fucked me up.
You say you go up too early. Will you not go back there again? You'll stay down, the one level down?
I might just stay the one level down.
Yeah, well, whatever you're doing is working.
I
man.
feel that's my level. Because at this point, I actually can't eat. I've went too far.
What are you... Give me a noticeable difference of something that is no bother to you now that, say, 6 months ago would have been a bit of a nightmare.
My knees aren't as sore.
Right.
Tying my shoes. I think it's Bobby Kelly has a great joke where he goes, fat guys, if you look, their shoes are always tied off to the side. Because they can't reach over their belly to tie them in the middle.
Right.
And I didn't realize until I started losing. That is the thing now. I can tie my shoes properly.
Right.
Because that's if you're a fat lad and you will get out of breath tying your shoes. Not because it's straining, it's because your neck's cutting off your flow of breathing. Because your neck's in the way, so you're just like, and then you're tying your shoes and you get up like, oh Jesus.
Even just coming back from being on a bit of a tour there, before you would have physically seen that on you.
Yeah.
If you'd been away on any sort of trip and you lug about obviously 7 rucksacks.
I come back like I'm just out of Afghanistan. I'm fucked.
You do. And now you wouldn't know you've been away.
I kind of also I take that day after the rest, whereas before I would come back straight into it where I'm like I just need it. Even if it's 5 days, I'm like just flying and constantly in trains and shit. It does fuck you up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not you, because you're a freak in nature, but most people it fucks up.
What kind of trains?
What do you mean, fucking Scott Rail.
And who else?
Yeah, me and Jordy running gangbangs, are we? We're playing Pokemon.
Alright, boys, I'm Scott Rail.
I thought that was you doing Geordie. Hey, Scott, have you ever been to Auschwitz?
I'm Jordan Robinson. Yeah, what was that about? We was raging a stag.
This is so Geordie, phenomenal comic. I know he's been on here before, but just
Jordy
for the ones
did
who
my whole Ireland tour and killed everything.
fucking great. So I was like, we need a weekend.
A jolly boys outing.
Yeah, the boys just go. They have fun. They
Say
do
jolly boys outing.
do jolly boys outing, right? There'll go be some wee jolly boys out somewhere, right? And we'll go and do that, and we'll go somewhere just on like a fucking lads trip. We'll go have some fun. And I was like, let's go to fucking Amsterdam, maybe even Benidorm, somewhere silly. Let's have fun. And Jordan went, yeah, man, can we go to Auschwitz? And I was like, you're not getting the tone of what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to go, oh, lads, we're not having enough fun. We're all too work-based. Let's go to the death camp.
Yeah.
He's like, no, but there's loads of bars around it. I'm like, I'm not doing shots of Sambuca. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take a shot every time someone says 6 million dead. I'm not doing that. That's fucking they're not doing a rave cave in the shower. I'm like, you're not getting what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Mama thought a perfect like stag thing would be
The silent disco, by mistake, a conga line starts going through the camp, and you're like, no, boy, like, move it off site if you're gonna do it. Yeah.
Jolly Boys out in Auschwitz, and the mom was so serious.
You ever seen the Jolly Boys Out in Only Fools and Horses episode?
I have.
Brilliant. They go to Margate, I think.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, I love Only Fools and Horses.
So do I. I think we could. Remember when we were on? What? Am I saying it wrong?
Just watch it while you can.
Oh.
Bush.
Why?
Don't know. Just think it's one of those things won't age well.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it won't appeal to a younger audience. I just don't think it will.
Right. You think there's stuff coming out?
I don't know.
You've been saying this for a long time.
I don't know what I've been saying for a long time.
It's almost like they're gonna wait.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what I'm trying to say?
Dead men keep no secrets.
Is that a Pirates of the Caribbean quote?
Could be.
Well, when you wish upon a star, mate.
Have you
never
seen my
know.
impression of the guy, the like bad guy from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Barbosa?
I don't know. You'll know who I mean when I do this. What do you think?
It's a very good Davy Jones.
Yeah, Davy Jones.
That's the silliest fucking thing I've ever seen, and I love that.
No facial expression.
Where did you go on your
I show up at kids' parties, like at leisure centres and all.
Davy Jones.
To get Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, I'm just there for an hour. It's just 55 quid, mate.
Happy birthday boy.
That looks like you and Scott Rail.
Oh, that's too much? Alright. Fucking homophobes.
It's the noise.
I don't actually do that noise.
What noise do you
Because
do?
it's more muffled. It's more like... where did you go on your stag?
Magaluf.
Really?
Yep.
I could not picture you in... I both could and couldn't picture you in Magaluf.
Right. Pick one.
Because you have the look.
That's my game show on ITV during the day.
Pick one.
Picture me in places.
I
Can you picture me in Magaluf?
I thought the game was going to be pick one. That you going, $2 grand or $3 grand? Pick one. $2 grand. Wrong, you lose. You never explain the rules at all.
What number am I holding behind my back?
Pick one. 7.
2.
These count as double.
These count as double. Yeah, Magaluf was great.
What club did you go to? Did you go see any DJs when you were there?
At the fucking tennis club. They go and see any DJ. Went DJ Sammy. If I'm doing a trip like that, there'll be one nightclub night.
Right.
And at that, I'll not be there for that long.
Right.
So, in fact, for mine, we make the mistake of the 2 times we've been to Magaluf of going to the nightclub on the last night.
No, you have the first night.
The last night's alright. I know that now.
Yep.
But on mine, we went to see DJ Sammy, and it was great.
That's class.
Because it was just before the season, was it, or after? the end of the season, so there was not that many people there, which suited us because a big packed club at our age just wouldn't have been what we wanted.
Yeah.
And DJ Sammy was on stage, and there weren't that many people there, so I was like near the front, and I was like, Sammy, and he's like DJing or whatever, and I was like, no, Sammy, and I was like, boys, we don't leave until I get like a handshake from Sammy or something. I'm like, Sammy, and there's a video we could put into the pod, but I berated that man for about an hour and a half, and eventually I'm recording like in selfie mode. I'm like, Sammy, Sammy, and eventually he turns around, and he obviously thinks someone's going to attack him, and he turns around, and then I just go, Sammy, shake my hand, and he shakes my hand, but the video didn't record, so I had to go back, Sammy, again, and he did. We've got the video. What? Yeah. Sammy! It sounded like a woman who'd been dumped at a bonfire. Sammy!
See, when I went to Magaluf, it was like leaving school. No way y'all go on holiday, like lad.
Didn't have many friends in school.
Couldn't have, shocker.
Also didn't stay on to the end.
Right, okay, so... well, I did, so we went to Magaluf for too long.
Right.
13 days.
Yeah, nightmare.
Way too long. 3
nights is perfect.
Fucking, yeah.
It's like Vegas.
Way too fuck. I hated all of them most of, like loads of them still don't speak to each other. It was way too long to be in that kind of environment. We went to see Steve Aoki, Sebastian Ingrosso, Hardwell, Devlin, and a few other ones, but it was fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
But they give me one of my favourite moments of my life ever. Because no way you're walking down the street and there'll be shot guards come out and be like, oh, you're coming into fucking Benny's?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
What, boys?
Yeah, you for a cheeky night, might see you in there.
Yeah.
Right?
These medieval chimney sweep
Greetings,
boys.
Sawyer, you coming in to be getting for a flagon of ale?
Couple of parched gentlemen walking down the street.
You a couple of pints and a live chicken. Come on in. The only
Made for all, boys.
So, those medieval shot girls, and they'll come out and be like, coming into the club, boys, coming into Honey's.
Yeah.
One of our friends.
I know when stand-up doesn't work out for you, that's where I'll find you. We wig on though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boys
boys.
are coming in.
Yeah.
Chicky, put your shot. Oh, you look good. You look like you like a good time.
Yeah.
Right. One of our friends had a bit too much to drink. We walked on because you see 7 days in the Magaluf. It's like fucking Vietnam at that point. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, you come here. Fuck off, right? So we had walked on. We noticed one of our friends wasn't behind us. Turns out what he had done in his drunken state, when they came over to offer us, coming in for a few pints, whatever, may have pinched her on the bum. Wrong. Shouldn't do that. What I learned is you never do that. Not just for the moral reasons. They don't like it. So why he wasn't behind us is after he had pinched her horse. She had grabbed him by the throat. And just like 8 other shot girls poured out of the bars and started kicking the fuck out. It beat the shit out of us.
She sounded the horn like.
She did. She was like, he grabbed me, pervert, and loads of them came over. He's a wee dirty bastard. And like, they all poured out. We're like fucking slapping them, grabbing them by the dick. And I'll be like, how do you like it? So we didn't see any of this. We just turned around to hear him going, I'm sorry. As he's just getting jumped by shot girls. Beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah. That's why you don't stay.
Yeah.
That many nights.
But that's also why don't be a wee pervert.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the best side of my life is watching this wee man get his fuck knocked in.
It probably looked like an experience he'd paid for.
Yeah.
You know? Our mate John just kept going in that, like, the big thing that fires you up in the air?
The slingshot?
Yeah, he kept going on it. Like, on his own Stag, multiple times. People were like, oh, you in the strip clubs or whatever? No, this man spent his money on the slingshot, which sounds like a sex thing.
Yeah.
But is just him on the slingshot. He kept having him and Tony's brother, and he kept having more goes to the point where they were pairing him up with people he never met. Because they were like, his mates don't want to do it anymore. He's like, I'll go in anyone, I'll pay for it.
How many times you reckon he did it if you had to put a number on?
He spent longer in space than that man and woman who were up there for ages.
There was a worse
Do you
thing.
see that internet's so bitchy? You see when they brought those astronauts down after they got stuck in space, and that woman like obviously fucking can't dye her hair and stuff up there, and they're like, oh, she looks rough now. Does she after a year in space?
No, how awful the internet is. Once they landed, someone started a GoFundMe to send them back up. And it has multiple thousands on it.
I'd hate to be stuck in space, man.
I don't think anyone would love it. I always feel bad for that wee dog. What's it? Lycra the dog?
I don't think it was Lycra, but it's
Lina? Lyca?
Lyca the dog. Something
Like,
that.
like.
Sent they just blasted that dog up to space and
Yeah.
knew what.
They're like,
she
oh,
wasn't
let's see
coming
if
back,
something
like.
can live in space. And then went, right, you're just in space. And I'm like, what poor wee dog.
I know.
Poor wee Soviet bastards. Like,
You know, like Houston, we got a problem, and big step for mankind. You know what the last words were? Woof woof. Imagine hearing that. Like. Yeah. I could see
someone
you.
let that fucking dog out.
I could see.
Scratching on the microphone.
I could see the Saudis paying you the right amount of money, starting a space program, and being like, "Look, it's 50-50 here, but we're just sending you up." I could see you being the guy who.
See if you sent me up with the right things. That's what I want them with.
So I'm writing a list. I work for NASA, right? And I
Right.
go, what do you want up there? We can't guarantee everything we can get on the list, but what are you looking up there? Bear in mind, we'll have communication for you up there.
Not even necessary.
No, but we'll need to be speaking to you. No, but okay. We'll
I
have.
might
like,
not answer.
We'll have first aid
Yeah.
up there.
Wasn't even top 5 of what I was thinking about.
We'll have
Fair enough.
sustenance.
Crisps.
Okay. Okay. So what do you need?
PlayStation with a Wi-Fi connection.
Right.
Right.
We've got Starlink.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want, right? Want Wi-Fi on my spaceship.
Yeah.
Just on PlayStation with the boys, and they're like, oh, I didn't work today, brutal. I'm like, I'm in space, lads.
Yeah.
Up the much.
Yeah.
Crisps, PlayStation, load of drinkies, a few wee drinky poos.
Right.
Maybe a wee bag of smoke. I don't touch it these days, but just in case I feel like it,
Right.
wee bag of green. Some wee crippies, some chocolates,
Anything
a
else?
couple of books.
Yeah. Now, I wonder, are you constantly on camera there?
I wonder if I'd give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm the first calm girl in space. The tune in after 2 days and my spaceship looks like just a jar of sea monkeys.
Semen monkeys? You are a wee semen monkey.
Oh, how dare you?
You are like.
I am.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You'd be like Barry Keoghan in that bath, like,
I have never seen
lapping
that
it
movie.
all up. I've never seen that either. I just know there's a scene where he's in the bath, like.
Is that the whole scene? He's in a bath?
He's drinking somebody's bath water at the end of a bath. Dirty bastard.
What
Like.
fucking movies? Bet you this movie.
Saltburn.
See,
I know. I haven't seen it because it seems like it's too weird.
It's one of those movies. It's like it's so brave and
Yes.
daring, and you're like, it's 2 hours of a compy and weird ass.
Murder on the dance floor and all.
Fucking hate that.
I don't know the premise.
But I bet you, and they know what those wee artsy movies do.
But it's weird. You're right. It's weird. Oh, he's bucking a grave in it. Oh, big deal. Who hasn't?
Yeah. Oh, but it's symbolism for
He's the wee boy in the Lion King.
loneliness in Ireland.
Of what?
That like they always do shit like that. It's like, yes, he does fuck a grave, but it's a metaphor for male loneliness in Ireland.
You know that was improvised. That wasn't in the script.
Really? Do you know what? No,
So
but-
there's
you know
no
what?
point where they go, yes, we've given you a bit of freedom with this role, but maybe don't buck the grave.
Do you know of any famous movie scenes that are improvised? Do you know that one of my favourite scenes that's improvised is the end of Goodfellas? Do you know when he walks into the room and he thinks he's getting made and he goes, oh no, and then they shoot him in the head? Yeah, that was improvised. They actually just shot him in the head. Brilliant. I wouldn't have think of doing that, but it was really good.
I wouldn't think of doing that.
Wouldn't think of doing that.
Yeah, there must be. I like it in movies where there'll be like the actor doesn't know that thing is going to happen, but the other actors do, so it's not totally improvised. Like in When the Shakes of Barley, Cillian Murphy is. Oh no, there's a scene. Is Cillian Murphy even in that scene where the woman finds out that her husband or her son is dead,
Right.
but she didn't know that was going to be happening. So I think it is.
That's
Cillian
the
Murphy.
last scene.
He comes to deliver the news to her.
Yeah.
And she fucking hits him and stuff. Like
No,
he's just pinched her
Is
from
he
the
not the
Magaluf
one
strip.
that dies? And then it's the other guy has to deliver the letter. Right, your letter's Damien.
You're right. Delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
You're right.
And then he gets on his bike and she like chases him and he falls off. Now it's a wee bit funny.
Yeah. I
Fuck's sake, new bike.
I like stuff like that in movies where they just do it.
Yeah. That's a great movie, When Shakes the Barley.
Brilliant.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely brilliant.
I'm watching it being like, fuck it.
Have you seen any movies recently? Because you still go to the cinema, right?
Yeah. Not as much as I should. There's not much
as you
going on.
should.
I would like to go more. But there's just not much on.
Do you
that's
have like a
good.
pass?
Yeah. 10 a month you can go unlimited movies.
I don't know why, but just how genuine you were there was really funny.
It was my face of
Furrowed brow.
why
Tenner a
would-
month, mate.
Why would you not pay for
Tenner a
that?
month, unlimited movies. Popcorn not included.
It's not because the popcorn now costs more than the fucking.
You're right.
Because here's
Probably cost more.
more than the fucking cinema.
A small tub of popcorn costs more than the budget of the fucking movie. Avatar 2 here. Wouldn't have cost this much.
I was a kid, you used to get the popcorn, you got the drink, and you got a wee bag of sweeties for £1.
50p. They paid you. Fuck's sake. Me and the 2 kids how much to go to the cinema. 10 grand. I think that's an error, mate. I think you should have paid that much. 10 grand. A minute. Sick.
No, but yeah, it's 10 grand the movie. No, it's £10 unlimited movie. It's fucking great. But see, if you go to cinema, I could imagine you being in the cinema.
You can imagine me being in the cinema?
Couldn't imagine you being in the cinema.
No.
Because there's other people there and that bothers you phenomenally.
What do you mean? Expand on that.
You will get annoyed at other people just living their lives in the same room as you.
It takes nothing for someone to be doing something that will wreck the whole experience of me being there.
One guy will go at the start, you'll be like, fucking
Selfish bastard.
yeah, you are that guy. But if you would go, right, what's your sweeties? Do you have your sweeties when you go to the cinema?
Right. I don't mind saying this, and I don't know by law what we can say here, but I have snuck little cans of beer into a cinema before. Don't think I haven't.
Fuck, you're crazy.
I know.
You're like Escobar, you smuggler.
And I have brought in pizza before. Not a full pizza. Butler brought a full pizza into the cinema in the
How the
Kelly
fuck
Centre once.
By the way, you don't need to smuggle things in. You're allowed to bring things in.
Not a full pizza. There would be something in the rule. You
There's
couldn't.
not. You're allowed.
You couldn't walk in with a full 18-inch pizza into a cinema. They'd say something.
How'd he do it?
He broke it up into sections, tinfoiled it, and put it up his back or something.
Oh, is
Like,
everyone
in
want a
fact-
slice of back pizza?
And here,
Which is something that I say to Duncan James.
you don't want to know how he got his Big Mac in.
You can bring. You're allowed to just bring shit in.
Yeah, but there's a limit.
There's not. There's not. The rule is there or it isn't. It's Schrodinger's rule. It's either it exists
Do
or
you
it doesn't.
think I even nearly know what that means? Schrodinger's rule.
Schrodinger's pizza. It either exists or it
Schrodinger
does
sounds
not.
like a great wee pizza spot.
It's also not wrong. It's
Guys,
not
you
correct,
got to
is it?
try in the Lisburn Road. We stopped in at
Schrodinger's
Schrodinger's pizza.
Belfast's newest hidden gem, Schrodinger's
Is
pizza.
Schrodinger's pizza.
You give $1 and the pizza is either in it or it isn't at all times.
yeah.
That's Schrodinger's pizza.
Yeah, so it's both.
It's Ethiopian Irish fusion pizza. Schrodinger's. I will. Here's my ideal setup. Hate that. Can of Coke. No, can of Dr. Pepper.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Can of Dr. Pepper.
Starving.
A banana.
Right. Oh, you're having a fun time at the cinema, I see.
If you don't think bananas are fun, you're mental. Can of Dr. Pepper, a banana, maybe some gluten-free hobnobs, like 4.
You fucking fat slut.
And a vegan bar of dairy milk almond.
Fuck me. You don't live like. Let me tell you what you do in the cinema. Large popcorn mixed for that sweet and salted combination. Right?
Yep.
Wee bag of gummy sweets, wine gums or Haribo, just to break it up. Fanta, frozen Fanta or Tango Ice Blast, and a bag of either minstrels or yellow M&Ms. Now, here's what you do with these. You get that bag.
Put them in your popcorn.
You put
You're
them
the
in,
first guy that's done that.
and you shake. No,
Life hack with Willy T.
no, not life hack. I'm telling you how to fucking have a good time instead of having 4 biscuits. You shake that up, and then you fuck your face.
Do
and
they
a
not all
movie
fall to the bottom?
You stuff your face like it's your last meal, and a movie happens in the
Do they
background.
not all fall to the bottom? The minstrels being a lot heavier than the popcorn.
No, because the popcorn is quite dense. Now, what does it falls through a little bit,
Right.
like a game of Kerplunk, so you get it through the whole time, and then you have your gummies just for a bit of enjoyment.
I like the idea of like fancier, like at Avenue Cinema, where you could have a meal watching the film. What?
I just remember the first time I went to that. By the way, don't get annoyed I'm laughing on a comedy podcast. The prick. Yeah, what? What are you fucking smirking at?
We're transitioning away from comedy on this podcast.
I went to
We're talking more about Schrodinger's law.
Schrodinger. No,
Is that wee thing with the wee metal balls and you throw it like that and it goes?
that's a Newton's cradle.
That was a wrestling move.
The rule of Schrodinger, by the way, it's so stupid, but Schrodinger's law is genuinely this, isn't it? He has a cat in a box, and Schrodinger's law means that you
That's
can't...
Pavlov's dog.
Right, different thing. You can't see inside the box.
Who wins
So
in a fight, Schrodinger's cat or Pavlov's dog?
It depends on what state Schrodinger's cat's in, because you can't see inside the box, so you don't know if the cat is dead or alive, so therefore you must assume the cat is both dead and alive at all times, because you can't prove either or.
Depends on how it's been in there for, I'll assume. Don't assume makes an ass out
Don't
of me
assume,
and you.
because that breaks Schrodinger. Is that correct, Dan?
Close enough, yeah. I think if you open the box, the cat dies.
Huh?
Does it?
I think that's
What
probably-
fucking saw trap of a box have we put this cat in?
But what is it? What does this prove? Why are people doing? Oh, Schrodinger, this guy's brilliant. He's got this theory. What does that prove?
I'm with you on this.
You must assume the cat is dead and alive. What are you talking about?
I-
What's this Pavlov's dog thing too?
What is Pavlov's dog? Is that like
What's the rule on this? What's all this? The theory of relativity means this and this. Who's
Right, okay,
applying
the
that
theory
to
of relativity
anything?
is genuine fact. That's not a...
If you're sitting on a train and it goes past people standing at the train stop, your perception of time is different to their perception of time.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, who gives a fuck about it? Who gives a fuck about what? What is that? What are you applying that to?
That helps.
Oh, before you go, I've got.
What are you applying that to? Transport, mate.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
When
What do you mean?
When you apply it to transport, what do you mean? Oh, we better. Oh, I'm getting the train here from Derry to Belfast. I must ponder the theory of relativity.
No, you don't
Just
ponder
go on
it.
your tablet.
Someone else
Just
has
go on your
pondered.
tablet.
Someone else has pondered it. That's why trains can move quickly.
Huh?
Yeah.
They move fast because of coal, you fucking idiot.
Oh, sorry. You think someone just fucked coal at a train, just hit a train
But
with
what
some
does your
coal?
relativity have to do with it?
I don't know, because I
make
don't
it
know
go
what the
fast?
theory is. I
Here's
was
the theory of
terrible.
relativity. I'm sitting on a train. I'm pulling up to a stop. There's people standing there. They think the train's going faster than it is. I think it's going a certain speed because I'll tell you.
Well, you tell me.
think, right, do you ever be in a car and you go, fuck, I don't even feel like I'm driving fast, and you look down, 97.
Yeah.
Theory of relativity.
So why? It's why when you look
But
at
if
the
you
window,
stand on the pavement and that goes past you this close, you're going to be like, that's about 700 mile an hour.
yeah. So why is it different when you're inside the vehicle as to outside the vehicle? Why are you
Because
not
of the
inside
theory
the
of
vehicle?
relativity.
Yes, that explains why.
But why the fuck? But who gives a fuck? I'm in the car. It feels like I'm going
Are you?
slower.
Would you?
He's
If,
no.
if that didn't exist, you wouldn't be curious at all why everything is a blur, but you don't feel you're going that fast.
But I'm in the car. I'm accepting that because I'm in it, it probably feels like I'm going slower. And someone else is like, I saw you drove past. Were you going about 100 mile an hour? No, I was going 30. But why are we both going to go, the theory of relativity?
The
huh?
theory of relativity.
High
The
five.
theory of relativity is the theory of relativity is the answers to that question.
I'm not asking a question.
I know you ask no questions.
Hey man, why did that feel different for you than it did for me? I know. Say it with me. The theory of relativity.
That's that's why they snogging. Why are they snogging at the end?
Because the theory of relativity is so magic. It's making us do all these things.
Do you think that's interesting?
Oh,
That's
E
different
equals
than
MC
philosophical
squared.
theory.
Oh, thank you, Einstein. Now my life will be alright.
That's important. That's an important equation.
For what? What have you ever taken out of school that you applied everyday life?
What have I ever taken out of school?
Yeah. Oh, now I know about this plateau.
How to
Thanks,
fucking
miss.
spell.
Thanks, miss. I know about plateaus now.
Who's Plato?
He
Who's
was
Plato?
a philosopher. No, it's mountains.
Don't
It's
you
mountains.
sit there? Don't you
Mountains.
sit there and act like you ever did philosophy?
I didn't do philosophy.
I know, so don't act like.
But I know it now.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
What? Name me one thing Plato said.
Plato. Ah! No, do you know why you didn't know?
Because I didn't take it either.
No, I know that it's Plato, but over there you see it as Plato because we're sitting in different seats. And what is it? The theory of relativity.
No, because I said Plato as to why a graph doesn't go up or down for a sustained period of time. That's a Plato.
No. You've plateaued. Your career has plateaued in the last 5 minutes when you've outed yourself as a fucking idiot.
I am openly an idiot.
You should be applying more. I wonder what I'm going to have for lunch here. Maybe I need to apply the
my
theory of relativity.
My argument was you learned.
Does it feel like this food's taking ages? I feel like we ordered this food 40 minutes ago. It was actually 12 minutes. The theory of relativity. High fives for the
My
boys.
argument was you said you don't learn anything in school. And do you know what you sounded like when you said that? That stupid cunt you see before everyone gets their exam results going, well, Bill Gates never went to university. Bill Gates is a multi-billionaire. You eat rubbers in class. There is a difference, you thick cunt.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy Clarkson said exams were stupid. He was fucking rich before.
Yeah.
Alright? Things do matter. Learning things is important.
Yeah.
Because if we didn't learn things, we'd all just be fucking eating dirt.
Yeah.
All right, you're not better because you don't know things.
You're better because you know the theory of relativity.
I don't know the theory of relativity.
I've just told you.
Yeah, but I don't trust you. You also said blood's blue. So I don't trust you on academic matters.
You should.
I don't.
On more of them.
Don't. Every fact you've given me has been wrong in your life.
Oh, we're talking about atoms and protons here. Oh, cheers, sir. I'm a stand-up comedian. Thank you for wasting my fucking life.
What
with
an
bunch of
arrogant
burners.
P5 you are.
Sir,
It doesn't it doesn't interest you, things like that.
No, and anyone there's you know what there is a lot of, and I see one over there. Bluffers.
Oh, I'm a bluffer,
Bluffers.
100%. Bluffy the Vampire Slayer over here.
People pretending to have an interest in things.
I have an
lot of
interest in certain
bluffers.
things. Science isn't one of them. Because I'm too thick, I don't understand it.
You go in someone's house, books out on their table. Or were you just reading this? Were you? You just read this, do you?
You've done that, exactly that.
No, I don't
You
mean-
get on planes with books. I know you're never reading.
No, I read my books. Hey,
Reading this book on the life of Karl Marx, and I know you've got 2 pages into
he
it.
sings right here, waiting for you. Wherever you go, Richard Marx 10 out of 10 joke. Now listen, top marks, but listen. I do read my books. I read them at a snail's pace. You don't read your books. If you
I do read my books.
Okay. If that is the case and you know about the books you're reading about,
Yeah.
tell us more about the Yakuza, the book you were reading recently. Tell us more.
I lost it.
About the
I lost
Yakuza.
it. But what do you want to know about the Yakuza? Ask me questions.
Anything you tell
About
me.
the Yakuza, by the way.
You tell me. I don't know anything about them, so I'll. You do though. So tell us more. Maybe you can apply the theory of relativity to it. Tell us
Well,
more.
I couldn't because they're not a fucking vehicle.
Well, what are they?
They're a Japanese mafia organization.
No. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you looking around there like you got me?
How did they get formed?
You looked around there like fucking Chris Hansen was gonna walk through the door.
Bap. Tell me more about them.
Completely different Chris Hansen, but
Right. He's the old one. Tell us more about them. The Yakuza.
They value honor. I didn't get that far in the book,
Fucking
but I openly
$12.99 in W.H. Smith for that. Bluffer. Hold on.
I openly admitted I'd lost that book. I openly.
Hold on. There's one way
Here's
to
what
solve
you
this.
do. Here's
There's
what
one
you
way to
do
solve
when
it.
we're sitting.
Yeah.
Sitting in the airport. We'll
Yeah,
just get
yeah.
off a flight. I'm like, good flight, and you're like, you know, the Romans used to trade in grain. Like I asked you, you fucking dick.
Hold on, I've got a bluffer detector. Hold on now. Hold on, it doesn't always work. It hasn't worked in ages. There might be no power left in it, right?
I can tell you about the book I'm
hold
reading now.
2 seconds. Will you let me get my bluffer
Called the
detector out?
Padre.
Now hold on a wee second, because this bluffer detector is very accurate, but I don't know if it's working right. Let me power it up here. Zzz. Boop. 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 Boop.
There, closer.
Boop. 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 Boop.
No, because you're calling me
The
out on
bluffer, you just blew up a bluffer
a
detector.
book that I lost.
You bluffer.
I lost the book, and at no point went, well, I know all about the Yakuza. I one time mentioned to you, I'm reading the book, and I lost that book.
Yeah.
I never then was just, sitting in restaurants and being like, the Yakuza would never eat at a place like this.
Yeah.
Which you do.
Well, then I would go to Wagamama quite a lot.
The Yakuza would never eat there. It's not
Yes,
authentic
it would.
Japanese.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Up in Donald? Yes, it is.
It's owned by a guy called Christy.
Christy Hansen.
Yeah.
Name me one other Hansen song.
Oh, I don't know. I know him, but that's it.
Yeah, you mean we're beyond the defensive bit. I'm just saying.
No, I know, and I'm saying you're now about
But your
to do
body
this thing.
language is. You look poised. Do you know how I know? See there,
Your body
think-
language. Not an Egyptian cunt.
Yeah, but you. Oh, excuse me.
What?
You call me Egyptian.
They do that.
You can see by the you're poised there, and I could see you were uptight because I could see the white of your top of your fingers.
Can you see the blood in my veins boiling blue? Can you see that?
Touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We're gonna go for lunch.
Oh, thank God, I'm really hungry.
Are you? Yeah. Do you know what you should have a big helping of? The theory of relativity. Eat it all up. Eat up all them equations and all. You'll be so knowledgeable.
I don't know
Schrodinger's
science.
cat and Pavlov's dog and what else have we got here? Einstein's elephant. Oh, do you know about Einstein's elephant? Well, if you put an elephant in a field and then you go to Malta for a week, is it still alive?
By the way,
I don't
he'll
know.
shit on people for knowing things and then hit you with the entire career stats of Roy King.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck?
Well, that's worth something.
To who?
Football fans.
Oh, not really.
Oh, but it is, because if you go,
so-
who did he play for before Man United? I can tell you.
Who did he play for in the Man
Nottingham
United?
Forest.
No, he didn't.
Well, he did.
No, he didn't.
And Cove Ramblers.
Celtic.
No, I was after.
No, it wasn't.
And the reason I know is because our friend got him in an MMA head, or I don't know, there was something. That's how I know.
Schrodinger's headlock. He either
If you
did or
put
didn't.
Paddy and Roy Keane in a Skoda for a week and lock the doors, will he get him in a headlock?
Yeah, you're not allowed to look inside the Skoda, so we can
Neil
always...
Lennon was there. It's Lennon's. It's Lennon's dog. That's Neil Lennon's dog.
Who'd win the fight, Neil Lennon or Vladimir Lennon?
Who's Vladimir Lennon? From the Beatles.
Yeah.
I don't know who Vladimir Lennon is. I'll be honest. Do you know, here's the difference between
There's Vladimir Lennon.
me and a big bluffer like you. You would have waffled your way through knowing who that was.
100%, because I'm really good at talking shit. I did politics. That's my main skill.
Yeah.
Is completely talking shit. It is Vladimir Lenin, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Big history guy, by the way. Hosts the history podcast. Doesn't
Oh.
know who Lenin is.
But I'm not a jack of all trades with history. I know about 6 things, but in depth know about.
But you should
I don't have
know.
a general
That's
knowledge.
like knowing about football and you don't know who fucking Liverpool is.
Yeah. Vladimir Lenin.
Also, the concept of that podcast is he doesn't know anything.
Alright,
about
Dan. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
When's the next one?
That's my
Fucking
big
leave me
brother.
alone.
That's my big brother. Gonna smack you.
Sweet, can't wait for the next episode. Fucking cheeky cunt.
He's gonna smack you. My big brother's gonna smack you and all. Aye. You're shaking it. You're shaking it. He's laughing though when he's shaking it. My big brother's gonna smack him. And that's my other brother in the prison jumper over here. He's just out of jail. Willie, I love you, brother.
Love you, mate. You've got me cranky today because I'm hungry.
You anything you wanna plug and promote?
Nah.
Just good,
When's this out?
good vibes. Don't worry about it.
Cat Laughs Waterfront. Doing that one.
Tea with Me live 23rd of May at the SSE Arena. Limited tickets left. Surprises, fun, good times.
Willy T.
Willy T. Here's
Am I on it?
Yeah. Willy T plus Tea with Me at the SSE equals fun.
Yeah.
It's fucking Pavlov's twat. What? Patreon plug. Patreon.com/Tea.
Patreon plug.
You'd be awful if you had talkback in your ear.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not learning
I'm not
things.
doing it.
Patreon plug. Fucking activated like a KGB sleeper agent there.
Shout out
I'll
to
tell
all,
you who the KGB are after.
shout out to
No,
all our
when you
exec
lose your luggage,
producers.
you go to them. Huh?
Shout out to all our exec producers who've joined the last couple of weeks.
Patreon.com/TV podcast. There's a couple of tiers on there, including the executive producers. We've got a lot more. You can just tell people you do that. You can go on LinkedIn and be like, I executive produce Tea With Me podcast. You literally can because
Holy
you
shit.
are. Patreon.com/TV With Me podcast. We're about to film a special.
Duncan, you're delicious.
We're about to film a special in a couple of weeks, which will be great.
It will be filmed at this point, yeah.
The Busy Bake Off. Thank you very much, everybody.
I'm
Cheers.
so excited for that.